Hello there. Thank you so much for purchasing the Ultimate Lead and Sales Tracker. I'm super excited to just do a quick walkthrough with you of how to set yours up so that it will be up and running, and pretty soon you'll have all this great data and you'll be able to see similar to what I have on the screen here. But of course, when you first get it, you are not going to have all that data, so it is going to look a bit different. So the first thing you're going to do when you open it up after you make that new copy, you are going to click on the Setup tab on the bottom that says Start Here. And you are just going to make a few updates. So in this box, you can see I have my business name right here, but you will click on that and change that to your business name. And then the two other things you're going to do, one is the sources list. So this is basically all of your referral sources. So if you get client referrals, vendor referrals, family and friend, venues, if you get referrals from Instagram, Facebook, you are just going to customize this list if you need to. This is a pretty common list of referral sources for wedding professionals. But of course, if you need to add more, you can come in here and add more at the bottom. It's just very important that they all stay in this row. So that's the main thing. In the A row, they just need to stay there, but you can delete things. If you don't, if you don't get leads from Pinterest, you can go ahead and delete that one. If you don't do print publications, you can just easily delete those. And then the other thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here under product and service offerings, and you're going to change each service to the actual service that you offer. So for example, as a wedding planner, you might offer full service wedding planning, and then you might have a wedding management offering, and then you might even have a partial planning offering. And so you'll just go down the line and add as many services as you need to. You can continue to add down this way, but again, just keep them in this column, in column D here. And so I'm actually going to change these back really quick because I just realized since I adjusted it after the fact, it would make my demo look a little bit funny. So I'm just going to change it back, and then I'm going to walk you through each of the sheets down here. So this is for your Q1 leads. So this is for right now, all the leads that you're getting January through March, you are going to add them in here. I have a whole bunch of just sample data in here with some funny names that ChatGPT helped me come up with. So when you get a new lead, you're going to add the name of the client here. You're going to add the date that they inquired in this box, and then the date you responded to the lead. And then this dropdown will correlate to that setup page, all the different referral sources. And so you will say, okay, this was from Instagram. You'll update that there, and then you'll select whatever service they are interested in. You'll type in the venue here, and then the event date. And then this section is where you can just kind of keep track of where it is through the booking process. So in the beginning, these will just be blank. But as you move them through the process, you can go in and say, okay, they have scheduled a consult, and then you'll do the consult. Okay, the proposal is sent. Proposal was accepted. The contract and invoice were sent. And finally, yay, they're booked. And there's also a column if you want to include the amount that the potential booking is worth, or whatever you are quoting them at. You can put that here, and I'll show you on the visual dashboard how that is going to show up later. And the follow-up columns, what I do with that is I just write in the date that I am going to, or that I do follow up with that potential client. So if I reach out to Brad Pitzer, but I don't hear back from him after, 2 or 3 days, I'm going to follow up again. And so this is just a way for me to track how and when I'm following up with my inquiries. And then lastly, there is a section for notes. So especially if it's a vendor or a venue referral, I love to come in here and write specifically who the referral was from. So I can just keep track of that, and I can thank them and make sure I have that information as well. So you'll see at the bottom, this is broken out by quarter. So there's your Q1 leads, Q2 leads, Q3, Q4. And then we'll quickly run through the visual dashboard. So you will see this is also broken down by quarter. And then at the bottom, there is a full year view. So you can see the whole entire year, how many total leads you got that year, where all of your referrals came from that year, your overall conversion rate for the year, and your, potential revenue that you could have made if you booked all of those events, and then how much revenue you actually did bring in, as well as all your different services and which ones were the most popular. And then there's also another graph just showing your leads by month. So you can just quickly see, oh, September is my biggest month for getting leads and for bookings, because we got the most in September, followed by March. So it's just a great visual tool. This one, the sales lead funnel, will show you just starting, with your total amount of inquiries, and then down into how many of those turned into consults, and then finally how many of those actually ended up booking. So it's just really great to see that visual funnel to know how your process is working and where you can improve. And again, there's, you can see a snapshot of how many booked, how many were lost, your total leads, and then conversion rate is really important to know, but there's a couple of different ways to do that. So we included both your conversion rate from leads, so from all of the leads that you got in, to how many you actually booked. And then we also have, because I think this is a very important number, how many consults you had, and then how many of those booked. So we have both of those right there. And then again, you can see quarter by quarter which services were the most popular and which ones you sold the most of. So that is the visual dashboard, and it's everything. I shouldn't say everything, but a lot of things are customizable. So if you don't like the colors that I have chosen, you should be pretty easily able to click this little edit button and go over here, and you can select different colors if you are not loving what I have set up here. I love color, and so I wanted it to be really just like fun and poppin' to look at. But if you are like more of a neutral person, you can totally change that. You can also come over here and you can change all the colors of the different pie slices. Like, everything should be customizable in that sense. There are certain things that we had to lock, because if they get messed up, it will actually affect the whole, like all the equations and things in the spreadsheet. So we had to lock up some of that. But that is how it works. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to delete all of this. So when you get your spreadsheet, it is just going to look like this, just a lot of blanks. And then as the weeks and the months go on, you will be adding in all of your information. And so right now, visual dashboard, wah wah, not very exciting. And I admit it can be like a little bit of a bummer to look at that and be like, oh, okay. But obviously there's nothing to display because we don't have anything in here yet. So as you start getting leads and, booking weddings, all of this will change. And so you will see over time how everything is coming together on your visual dashboard. So right now we can say, okay, we got a lead. Yay. This is so exciting. And we have 100% conversion rate because we booked that one wedding, that one lead that we got. And so it'll really start to take life after you have a little bit of information in there. And again, the quarter two, these are going to be a little bit boring, but the full year, that will start right away. So that's what we got here. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at becky@eventcrush.com. But hopefully this will be just a pretty quick way for you to get this set up. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's a great resource for you. Thanks so much. And again, reach out if you need anything at all.